Aha! This is it. This is what inundation looks like. It's nice to finally see it. Welcome to a WWC cast. Every time I say WW, I feel like I'm going to say WWE or WWF or something. Anyways, welcome to Wandering Warriors Cup Game 2 between two evenly matched players. And the 75th seed showing why he maybe shouldn't be the 75th seed. Just because he hasn't been too active recently doesn't mean that he's not a beast at the game. This is inundation. Okay. So inundation, there's a ton of gold in the middle, okay? And I initially thought that town centering the center would be a mistake because there's 0 trees. Do not mistake... Oh, actually, I lied. There are a few stragglers. Like, don't mistake this for a tree. This is actually just terrain. But upon practicing some games, it does seem like the proper play to TC the center. Okay, so this is Red's point of view. He TCs the center. And then you also start with a horse, okay? Now, Mongols have a hunt bonus. So Mongols are able to take this deer and bring in that food rather quickly. So Mongols feel like a really good civ here. And then we have Britons for good luck, and this is his home map. Now, clearly, he's practiced because there's a lot of turkeys out here, all right? And Britons have a sheep bonus, and that would be also for the sheep equivalent. So turkeys, pigs, anything that walks around like this, right? So Britons bring in food faster that way, and Blue is using his horse to find them all right now. You also have vision. I remember when I explained the maps in the video on YouTube. I encourage you to check that out. I was confused by the little square blobs. This is vision on this area. I'm not actually sure why we did that, to be honest. I'd have to ask Grazini. But yeah, eventually you're going to have to walk out here, and you're going to have to place a lumber camp. I could see a civ like Berbers being strong because of the faster vills to bring in boars from long distances. But yeah, look at this. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. He could steal that. And he does steal that. Oh, wow. This is so good. This is so good. If he doesn't stay in close. Wow. And Blue just says, I'll take him. I'll take him out. If I can't have him, you can't have him. But that's essentially minus 200 food right there for Blue. Because Red wants to be super lamey, and this is what I expect. You can do this. Anything goes past the 3-minute mark in this tourney. And so a villager loops around for golden ends or GoldenAcid. And almost got more of these sheep. And now we're going to see some vill fights possibly. Now, Loom is already in, and this is a mistake for Good Luck. I think Good Luck's in trouble here. Look at this. He doesn't have Loom on this villager. And now Red's trying to block the villager so he can get the kill. Can you imagine how frustrated you'd be if you're Good Luck right now? So I think is to be careful. I think if you're going to fight this, you have to get Loom. Instead, it seems like he's still focused on bringing in the turkeys. And he's finding quite a few of those, so. There's a distinct difference in the style, right? Red is trying to scout and lame. And Red is taking the hunt. And then you have Blue wanting to transition into the turkeys. I think in the end, the efficiency on the turkeys will be better, but it's just, will you have the supply of them? Because the hunt is definitely going to be out here for Red. And that said, he does have to walk long distances. Feathered sheep. Feathered sheep, that's great. Yeah, it's always tough, man. Like, when I say boar, sometimes it's an elephant. You guys know what I mean, though. There's the lumber camp for Red. Here's the lumber camp for Blue. So if I'm not mistaken, there's like 1 or 2 fish on this map. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 fish. But I don't think it's like the other maps where you really need to fight for water. I think this is a lot more about land control. The water, of course, could be strong. The lames looked strong, but honestly, I'm seeing so much food coming underneath Golden Luck's... Golden Luck. Oh my god. Good Luck's TC. That it ends up being fine. And also, you cannot push deer with your horse, FYI. It does not react to deer like a scout would. I'm not sure where exactly this villager's going now. But she's out there. So this means you probably want to mill on some deer, but the deer are kind of spread out. They're not necessarily in packs. I guess a mill here would be really good. And so that full circle run with his horse from Good Luck has brought him a lot of food. He just has to try and get some of it back to his TC before he runs out. Wow, this uptime is going to be sick. Against Mongols, too? Look at that. Oh, my God. He's got 500 food already, guys. He's going to have 18 villagers, and he's going to be in Feudal Age. And I could see him going for archers here. Wow, this could be devastating to red. Remember, Good Luck did pick this map as a home map and also picked Britain's first. So clearly thinks that Britain's is strong. On the way up, and I don't think red will ever expect this. Let's look at the worker efficiency last minute. Yeah, look at that. 77% versus 60%. The last minute has actually changed, I guess. But overall, you can see the worker efficiency. And I think that has to do with the fact that red has had to walk around like this. Also, one villager walking around the entire game, of course, led to some of this stuff going down. But ultimately, as we see a barracks there, ultimately, it's still pretty bad for red here. I think. He is getting a boar over here, though. This is smart thinking. There are boars and there are berries and whatnot around the outer ring. So I think for red, this uptime is way later than expected. But he's going to drop off the food here, and he could drop off the food with these vills and with these vills and click up to Feudal Age here soon. Curie, thanks for the stars, man. Thank you. I'll need the good luck against Tato, but I'll take it. Stone income now from red. And guys, I think the big thing here is that Good Luck knows exactly where red is. So he's going to add an archer range. 10.5 minute Feudal Age time on a nomad start is insane. Don't start with a TC. How is that even possible? This is news to me. I hadn't practiced this map or seen this map much. And we're going to figure out what's strong and what's not throughout the first 2 rounds, I'm sure. But, like, this seems like a disgusting build order. Meanwhile, red just killed this boar so it rots so blue can't take it. But blue's like, I don't care. I've got turkeys, man. I've got food. He still has hundreds of food underneath his TC. And he's going to be making archers to pressure. You think I'll wreck Tato? Well, thank you for the confidence. I won't wreck Tato if I played like I did in round 1. Let's put it that way. I think I could play a lot better than I did in round 1 and still struggle. We'll see. I want to... My goal against Tato is to prove that I can hang. I will likely lose... But I want to prove that I can hang with the big boys to, like, Castle Age Imp, you know? And not get rolled in early Feudal. But I think what's probably best for me is to, like... The best chance of me winning the series is if I go for high risk, high reward. I don't think I'll play that way. Because I think I'd probably just lose anyway. So I'm just going to show that I can hang and try and play my best Age of Empires instead of going for something crazy. But, like, guys... How do you stop 3 archers right now if you're GoldenAcid? He hits Feudal Age at 13 minutes. He's got archers here that aren't even on fletching yet. They will in a second. It's 2 villagers down. And this will only continue. It's going to be 3 villagers down in a second. We see a tower. We see a market. So he's going to maybe try and go defensive towers into fast castle. But this is a crazy build order. Now, he can currently get gold underneath his TC. So it's kind of hard for Good Luck to deny his gold, but Good Luck wasn't prepared for game 1, I'll say that much. But definitely prepared here for game number 2, as I think... Oh, you know what's crazy is red can't take wood, so he can't make another tower. He might honestly need to buy wood for his berries right now. Oh, it's the worst feeling. Or I guess you leave your berries and then you go back to wood and you tower here. He's so close and yet so far from Castle Age. Now we see a lot on gold for Good Luck, who probably realizes the opponent will go castle. And seems to me like he wants to buy some resources. And we actually had the same thing there from GoldenAcid. Oh my god, guys. He's heavy on stone. If he can drop a castle here before... Oh my god, this is going to be sick. There's no way blue stops a castle drop here. Right? There's no way fletching archers could do that. At least he's not going to have the archers there in the first place, right? Because he's coming over here. I know the eco looks really bad right now for red. But if he's able, as we see blue sell everything he can to buy food to click up. If red is able to drop a castle on blue, blue will not be able to take gold. And blue might lose the TC before Castle Age comes in. I don't think this has a high chance of working because the eco is god-awful right now for red. Who's actually still back here with the villager. But the eco's not looking good for blue either when it comes to food. And that stone count is definitely going to be there.
Ready.
I think the priority for blue, and this is still a really good job to get Castle Age. Using the market was the way to save himself here. I think it's really important for blue to just keep this TC up, and then you can always try and make more later. But he sold all of his stones, so it's not even that possible. All right. Ian, thanks for the sub, buddy. Thank you if I didn't say thank you already. Blue is just looking around. He's like, where is this guy? He's probably like, is this all he has? He's just double checking, right? Because if there would be 5 to 10 villagers on wood, that would be a big problem for him. As we see a tower here, and blue immediately reacts to this, and now we have a castle here. I do think the castle will stay, the TC will stay up, excuse me. But if blue doesn't react, he will lose a bunch of villagers there. Speaking of losing villagers, pulling the weak villagers back here is definitely something that's needed. And, oh, there you go. This is a gift because I think blue's just reacted. Yeah, you see that? Blue just reacts to this. And so he loses his archers. That happens a lot. And players are trying to do a lot of different things at once. And now we have Mangadai on the way. For a player who doesn't have a lot of wood income. However, he should be able to complete this tower. Save the Vil. Oh, he tried. Garrison. And then, ooh, he needs fletching. I think with fletching, this tower ranges all of this. Oh, that's so frustrating. He doesn't have the resources for fletching. Oh, God. And blue wants the town center there. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Okay. Well, there's Mangadai here, but the town center should go up. I mean, he needs the middle for gold. That's the thing. He needs to have gold income. So the TC in the middle is actually a good move, despite how ridiculous it looks. And red strat was just kind of give up the outer ring to take the middle. Now you've got to worry if you're red because Britons do get extra range on their archers. But neither of them have food income right now. Neither of them have food income, which is insane. So they can't get upgrades. Like, blue can't get crossbow. I guess blue's probably going to be able to fix his food eco, right? He could probably find something. And now Bodkin Arrow's on the way. Holy cow. Honestly, at this point, pick Saracens for this map because players are using the market so much to get resources. Boom, villager down the 2 Mangadai. Yeah, this is pretty insane. So 2 TCs for blue. It says he has 12 on food. I don't know where that is, though. I really don't know where that is. He's going to try his best to range the wood line constantly. Power of the Britons to be able to do that. Okay, he's got some hunt over here, I guess. And red's going to try and do the same. But 5 Mangadai, I mean, if they can just run around the map, they could snipe villagers pretty quickly, even without fletching. Mangadai do have 6 base attack. The market shenanigans, man. If I had $1 for every time I've seen the market used in this game, I'd be a billionaire. This is crazy. Selling stone now, which he probably doesn't want to do, but he bought food. Now he has to micro here or he'll lose the Vil. Blue can just camp it. Like, the beauty of Blue's situation is he can just camp it. But red was microing over here, so he probably didn't realize that he's lost 2 villagers on this wood line. And you see how it goes, right? He kills villagers and then he reacts afterwards. It's similar to what we saw before. Guys, if blue can get another castle up, I think this is red, sorry. If red can get another castle up, I think this is possible. Feels crazy to say that, but I do believe this is possible. If he can drop a castle here, then blue will be completely off of gold. I'm so excited for this. This is such an interesting map. I feel like there's so many crazy strats we could see here. Good reposition there from blue because he saw the fletching came in for the tower, but here come Mangadai. Britons do have the range, but Mangadai have the HP. And the crossbows are going down. Are you kidding me? What on earth is this? But here comes blue on the other side. This is huge. I doubt red will react to this in time. There's a bunch of weak vills. 1, 2, 3. Should be all 4 villagers will die. Well done. Good luck to respond. Remember, he has 2 TCs. But what he does not have is stone income. He's even farming in the middle. I feel like it's hard to think about in the moment, but maybe farming out here would be wiser. Just in case. Okay, we have the crossbows microing. Unlike before, blue didn't really expect the army before. We'll see what the difference is. And it looks like the Mangadai are still going to hold their own in even numbers. So that was still a decent trade for blue. Crossbows are the cheaper unit. Oh, he's out of stone. Oh, and he found this stone. So then he just bought wood after selling stone. What is happening? This is good, though. I like the idea of camping the gold, because if you take him off of gold, then he can't use the market as much. And also, you can prevent him from sending more villagers to the outer ring. Very good awareness here from our blue player. And good luck also found stone on this side. So he could maybe think about more TCs or think about his own castle. Red does have manga dye. I wonder if blue knows about that. Okay, blue does know about the stone. But I feel like he wouldn't check that. I would never check that personally. Okay. Manga dye roaming around. Yeah, there's just too many things to look at. And, okay. Interesting decision, but we continue to see Red sell his stone to buy food. So he must feel like he needs to get Bodcanero on the manga dye over everything else. As we now see a university here from Good Luck, who has a pretty big Vil lead right now. The KD's in favor of Red, but the Vil count, not in favor of Red. And he's going to try and change that here, as he will kill 2 more. Oh, just 1 more Vil. Britain crossbows, though, should beat manga dye because they have all that range. It just comes down to if they can hit the shots. I feel like working towards ballistics is huge. But got a castle here. Like, yes, Bodcanero is really good as another villager goes down. But Red, come on, man. You've got to shoot towards a castle right here on this gold. Take blue off of gold. Let's see how they react to this. Red reacts here. Blue's fighting there. And blue react. Well done. Well done. Good luck to react at the same time. But also well done from Red, too. He might get fortunate because he's trying to group these armies up together. He might get fortunate and spot something over here. The mill would definitely make me investigate. You can actually see what's left of a carcass there. Oh, man. What a difference that would have made. Oh, wait a second. He sees the mill. He'll investigate. Now blue's running away. And oh, boy. Oh, no way. He's got 1 on food, Red. 1 on food. And he will soon have the stone for the castle. And now the Vil count is not looking near as bad. Dang, man. Blue's still trying to work the crossbows over here onto the golds. Blue's still trying to get crossbows over here to deal with this. And he does now have ballistics. And there are those crossbows. And with ballistics, this could be huge. Because Red might not be able to drop a forward castle anymore. Also, I love how while he is still struggling, he will still send crossbows forward. This is the game of the day. Doesn't say a lot because the early games weren't great. But this is for sure the game of the day. I think Red needs to pounce on this. No matter how much you lose, you pounce on this army, you drop a castle right on Blue's face. Let's go. Let's go. You see the army, you pounce on it. Yeah, just getting close. No bloodlines, no armor, a lot of upgrades missing, but clear out this army. Meanwhile, this is happening, so this is crazy too. But castle right there on Blue's gold. And the crossbows go down. I think GoldenAcid's going to take this. Unbelievable game. But a bunch of villagers went down over here. Like 3 or 4 villagers died there. It's just 4 crossbows. And now Good Luck's like, panic! Panic! And he's going to drop another TC. He's probably like, oh, thank God I'm Britons, because Britain cheap TCs are nice here. Wow, double castle in the middle. This is game over, though. That TC is not going up. Surely that's game over. Very little food eco. Actually, the TC will go up, excuse me. But it's still not looking pretty. Very little food eco for Red, but doesn't matter if he can just get wood and get gold. He barely has wood right now. It's pretty much all gold. I love the idea of sniping the crossbows because you know Blue's having wood problems. So sniping the crossbows makes it easier for you to roam around with your manga dye. He's got 2 on wood. He's buying the wood. For 145 gold, he just bought 100 wood. And what do you do if you're in Blue's position? I mean, if he gets another TC somewhere, like let's say he gets a TC somewhere else on the outer ring, and Red doesn't notice that. It is 42 villagers versus 29. There is 0 gold on the outer ring, though. And he is... Okay, he is going to actually go for a TC over there. Something that Red might actually notice. But red can only be in one spot at a time. And blue just could make more crossbows, right? Britain ranges do work faster. It sucks that this range is underneath the castle, but he is going to try and make more from... I don't know if we should call this home. This is like home base number 2. Oh, red spotted. Okay, red spotted those 2 vills. His awareness is insane. It's amazing how good your army micro can look when you have 2 farmers, right? Like, you don't have to look at your eco. But yeah, villagers still made it over here to complete that TC. This is a ridiculous game. This is a ridiculous game. I'm loving this. And I still feel like blue's in trouble, despite the fact that with the 17 vill lead, there should be an opportunity. Right. He's going to farm in the center, which, again, I don't like. I think you should have gold, but it's fine. 1 or 2 farms is okay, I guess. Remember, red doesn't have bloodlines for his Mangadai, so they're only 60 HP. He doesn't have ballistics for his Mangadai. So, as the Mangadai run, they will get hit, which is why red always dives immediately. Because he knows if he lets the Britain player mass, it becomes more problematic for him. But honestly, I think good luck is doing this. Oh, this TC needs to go up. It has to go up. This is such an important area. Oh, it's been spotted! It's been spotted! Oh, geez, there could be another castle soon for red, who continues to buy food. I think he needs to buy wood, and he needs to add some farms. And now he's on the golds again with the Mangadai. Oh, my word. What a game, man. What a game. Military count 10 versus 8. Guys, this has been really well played from both. I know that many of you might not have the same level of hype around it just because it's not one of the big names. Who am I kidding? A lot of you guys out there have appreciation for people. You might not know. This is cool to me. Like, these guys are top 100 players, and this is messy, high pressure, and freaking competitive. And that TC needs to go up. Like, that would be such an important area. To get a stone and freed up woodline would be so nice. We know what red's shooting for at this point, right? Like, red is clearly saving up for the next castle. He did just get armor. If you want to see idle TC time, there it is. It doesn't look pretty for either player. And wow, dodging ballistics twice there as he dives in for the crossbows. But I think that's enough crossbows where the Mangadai go down. Not really, though. There's some weak ones in there. If blue could remember which ones are weak and shoot them, maybe it will be okay. Oh, man. And this TC goes up. The Mangadai will die over there. And red continuing to try and find vills, and will find vills. And now here comes the castle. Blue can't stop this. Blue's not going to have any gold. Blue will have no gold. Can he make another TC? Someone asked how many TCs he has. I actually don't know. He does actually have the army to stop this, but he doesn't have the position or the time to get there. Wow. And he does have 15 more villagers still. And he still made quite a few crossbows. How many of you guys would have tapped out and said, screw this, I'm out of here 20 minutes ago? You don't even need to tell me. I know most of you would have. I'd like to say that I would have continued to fight, but I'm not even sure I would have. This is extraordinary. 3 castles from Mongols in the middle, and Mangadai are one of the most annoying units to deal with as far as raids are concerned. And here comes blue. Tell me he's going to TC here. Oh my god, TCing the opponent's gold is next level. Granted, red could always just make a mining camp. Here he comes. This is the last place red will ever expect blue. This makes 0 sense. I mean, at the same time, it makes so much sense. But red won't even see this. Okay, now he sees some vills, and now he sees the army. And now he reacts as his army's over here. Oh, man. Red just got lucky with the stone, to be honest. I disagree on that being luck. He had the scout. He scouted it. This stone, maybe it's a little bit of good fortune. But his scouting is incredible. So I disagree on it being luck. I think that, you know that there's stone out there, right? So you'd probably make some outposts anyways. And 70 pop versus 52. Red's economy is so much worse. But he's triple castle in the middle. Mangadai could still do so much damage in Blue's economy at home. You'll see Blue's crossbow production stalled over the last couple minutes because he didn't have the gold. But now he has some gold. And he can actually see this siege workshop. So what he's expecting is maybe some siege from red. And so I think he'll make his own siege. He does react here to the Mangadai looping in as he loses more vills. That eco KD is nuts. Like, look at the eco KD and then look at the vill count. And that tells you how this game has gone. Red has gone all in military, but he hasn't had enough economy. Still no bloodlines, but I don't think we'll ever get bloodlines at this point. It's just going to be triple castle Mangadai and then the siege. Even just the KD is insane. This is an amazing game. Where did the big ball of crossbows go? Looks like they went here, sniped some vills. And now he's going to pressure Red's TC. That's Red's only town center. Somehow, some way, Blue is pressuring Red's only town center, and Red doesn't really have a response to this. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? After all the town centers Blue has lost, after how horrible the KD looks, after losing 44 villagers, Blue has the vill lead, Blue has the population lead, and Red soon might not have a TC. You see, again, the Mangadai diving. He has to dive. He cannot allow Blue to mass anymore. If the mass gets any larger, these Mangadai are dead, and this could be over. Red's one and only TC after Blue's had like 15 million as Blue lost villagers over here. And let's see what the micro looks like. And yeah, this is the problem, right? You're fighting and reacting in so many different spots. It's always going to be tough when you're the offensive player to be able to deal with this. That said, well done there. And oh, what do you know? GoldenAcid buying more wood. It's 176 gold to buy 100 wood. That's so expensive. More Mangadai moving in here. These fights are looking pretty bad, though. These fights are looking really bad for the Mangadai now. And before, Red didn't have any pressure on his gold. Don't tell me Red's going to make a TC in the middle of the castles. Are we at that point where he has to accept he's going to lose this and buy wood? Oh my god, buy wood here and build a TC in the middle. I'll lose it. I will lose my mind. It honestly feels like the play. He's buying more wood to repair the TC, but you spend twice as much wood to repair a town center as you do to, like, build one. Okay, he does get the good engagement there, though. And so I guess it ends up paying off. He doesn't have his whole food eco working. There's the food eco's right there, guys. And I think Good Luck has done this. Look at the pops. This is unreal. It was such a good game from him. For those that missed it, he had a pretty terrible game number 1. He didn't really know what to do on regular Nomad. He made some mistakes, let's put it that way. And, oh! Oh, how was that not a kill? The mental fortitude to stay in this and try and stay alive is just insane. So impressive. And also just the revenge aspect. Like, so many people would love to get this level of revenge against someone who castle drops them with 3 castles. Good micro there. Good micro from both. But it's more important for Red that he responds here because he's been in a do-or-die situation over the last couple minutes. Half of his food eco just got killed! He lost his farm. He can't afford a new farm. Oh my god. Huge play from Good Luck. Micro. Oh, this is awkward. Ouch. Oh, but the attack round was sick. He predicted it would move to that side. That attack round was tasty. Let's see if we get another attack round right in front. Also a good time to bring up that Britain crossbows actually outrange mangonels. And he's selling more stone and buying more wood here, Red. Yeah, it's all about the siege, I think. Because if he can get, and there he does get one, if he can get consistently strong siege engagements and push this TC, then he still has a chance. But at this point, Blue has a lot of farm eco. The Blue's vill count will continue to rise as we see a crop shot. Good attack round there from Good Luck onto the farm. And another one, that could be it. That could be it right there. Red's got nothing. And Red calls it. What? What? What a crazy victory. I love that so much. Holy cow. The 54th seed comes back. I thought he was super toast when that castle went up. The gold's only in the middle. The opponent had Mangadai and 3 castles in the middle, and blue had to rebuild like 4 freaking TCs. So if the thought ever crosses your mind, it's like, well, I don't know this player. I don't care if they're top 100. I don't think it's going to be fun. If that thought ever crosses your mind, people, just remember there's some entertaining players out there. And what a great game from Good Luck that will take us to a game 3. Unbelievable. Now, I want to say this. I think Red also played that really, really well. For a guy who actually, what's his Fudico look like? Okay, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. For a guy who had 2 farms maxed in that game, the fact that it looked like he could have won right here was impressive. It was a really good strategy. I think if he plays that any other way, he probably dies to Britons, truthfully. So that was the way to do it. I thought for a while he was kind of dead right here, and then when the castle showed up, I thought that blue was dead. Great game from GoldenAcid. I'll also say this. I will be uploading full best of 3s, best of 5s, what have you, for the WWC tourney, for the Wandering Warriors Cup. However, for the early rounds, because we're casting so many of them, and because YouTube actually destroys my channel with algorithm stuff if I upload full best of 5s consistently, I'm uploading the best individual games from the early rounds. And so this is definitely hitting YouTube. And YouTube, if you see this and you're like, wow, I really want to see what happens in this best of 3, simply click the video description link. I have the full best of 3 available for you. And you can see who moves on, and you can even see game number 1. That's how I'm doing it for the first 2 rounds. And then when we get to the nitty-gritty and the big names, then I'm going to have to accept the fact the algorithm doesn't recommend other videos as much, but I'm going to still upload the tourney, obviously, so you guys can see it, okay? So we'll have that full best of 3 unlisted in the description. Holy cow, I feel like I need an emotional recovery from that. That was just, like, that might be the game of the tourney so far, but it's so much different than all the other games too, you know? I think maybe that Duity game will be on YouTube. That still might be the better overall game. Look at this. Look at how active Golden was with his military. Like, Blue made a lot of military, and to be fair, he was also very active. But look how freaking active he was. Have you ever seen a military APM at 97? 97 military APM? How does this... This is effective APM. He was clicking those Mangadai and only those Mangadai most of that freaking game. Holy cow.